We're pulling receipts tonight, fellas and ladies. Our preseason power rankings looked elite, and then week 1 happened. Now we're here to own all of our L's, revel in our victories, and then we're going to head back to our crystal balls. We're going to try again. We're going to look forward to the 2026 NFL Draft, taking the top 10 projected teams to see what they might do in 2026 to fix all the problems. Later on, we also have some guests to talk Eagles, Giants. Come on, guys. Week 6. Let's get into it.
Every week, a new headline drops. Game day fire and sideline shocks. Oh, soft fan feed. This. Oh, welcome to the show. We're bringing the heat. No suits, no scripts, just takes from the street. Every week, we break down the squads. Real fans. This is the fan feed pod.
What is going on, Trey?
What's up, dude?
How are you?
Good, man. Technical difficulties we ran into a little bit, but we're here.
It's always. I
Yeah.
mean, we'll probably run into those until the day we die.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Like
so,
just in daily life. Like,
Yeah.
you and I were talking about before this podcast started, right? The iPhone.
yeah.
Got the brand new iPhone,
Yep.
the Max, the Pro Max, and that one is holy cow. I'm not impressed with that battery.
Not impressed.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so early on. Yeah, man. But yeah, football's here.
Football's here.
Week
Week 6.
So
We're
stoked.
about to get into it.
Yeah.
I want to hear how you felt after last week's big Broncos victory.
Woo!
My guy. We haven't. I mean,
Birds.
you texted me immediately.
Yeah.
you
Unhinged.
got to let everybody know.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Unhinged
I want to
is the
hear it
word.
from your mouth.
Yeah.
Like, how are you feeling?
Good. I mean, you kind of knew going into that game it was going to be a slugfest, and I said this too, like leading into that game, the Eagles have let every team basically be in the game, and I heard this pretty crazy stat, and actually Jose, who's our writer for the Broncos, he put this in his post-game article that the Broncos, I thought this was a typo. It's not a typo. The Broncos leading into that game, going into the fourth quarter with a 14-point deficit,
Right.
they were 1-112.
Gosh.
And I literally thought that was a typo, so I had to research it. But no, it's legit.
Wow.
So 113 games, 114 games now, right? Two of those times,
2 wins now.
Broncos have come back and against the Super Bowl champs who haven't lost in how long? I don't-
It's been like 18 or something like 16, 18 games
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah, my brother-in-law is an Eagles fan, and he said he said the day of the game it was like 360 days or something.
It's been a
almost
long time.
like a straight up year since they lost the football game.
Yeah.
Man, it felt good.
Yeah, I bet.
It felt good. But it was cool. He came over. We were very cordial with each other. We were both hating on the refs hardcore, man. They were so bad.
So bad.
They were so bad that game on both sides. Like,
Yeah.
not just the Broncos, not just the Eagles. It's just, that very last drive, like the Eagles honestly should have had the ball at like the 5-yard line with the pass interference, but they didn't throw it on the Broncos. It's so weird, man.
I'm so glad they didn't call that. It was, and I told you this,
Yeah.
but I think I said it on the Sunday night pod. I'm like so frustrated that that's how the Eagles tried to move down the field
Yeah.
because they couldn't
Yeah.
move the ball all game. It was so funny because last Thursday when we talked about this game, and I think it was Rocco who was on the show with us, and we all three predicted. Oh, it was Nathan.
It was
We
Nathan,
all
yep.
three predicted that the Broncos would win that game,
Yep.
which is so funny.
Yeah.
Underdog, but we all saw it coming. And the Eagles just have been playing this disgusting brand of football, just
Yeah.
really gross. And exactly what I said is they're going to find themselves down. They're going to have to throw the ball, and they're not good at throwing the ball.
Well, what's interesting is that they were up, right?
Right.
They were up by 14.
Right.
And at one point, Saquon had rushed for 5 yards, or he had rushed 5 times
Yeah.
for like 30 yards. And that's 6 yards a rip. I don't
That's
know
great.
why you're not just running the ball if you're the Eagles. I don't know.
It was
I
such a
mean,
mess.
Yeah, and the Broncos are not good at stopping the run. So I expected Saquon to have a crazy day, and he still did. He had a 47-yard receiving touchdown
Right.
over a linebacker, but that's
But it could have been
that's the
so much
NFL.
more. And this is where the Eagles are just so silly. I mean, I know the news leading into the week was that A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, unhappy with their roles, and rightfully so. But then they go and play the Broncos, who are like definitely a run funnel defense.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to beat the Broncos, you need to run the ball against them. And they were having success. And what did they do? They kept trying to throw the ball. And it was like, oh, it was frustrating to watch, but also so like brought so much joy to me to watch them fail because I just can't stand Kevin Patullo. I don't think he's a good OC. I think the Eagles can throw the ball, but they're just not a good offense right now.
I agree. And it was apparent that they're not only are they not a good offense, but they're just not doing what it takes to win these games. Because I mean, they seemingly go up on these teams every single week, and you should just be able to shut them out. Yeah, but they don't. I don't know why. I genuinely don't know what it is. Like, why don't you just run the ball, run the clock out until it doesn't make sense. Strikes zero. Yeah. They're running the ball when they should be passing, and then they're passing when they should be running the ball. It just. And that's what I was saying is that at the end of the game, when they were finally down, because they were finally down that last drive, and what did they try to do? They tried to throw the ball down the field, but instead of actually throwing the ball, I mean, or like trying to complete a pass, it was all like trying to get the pass interference. They're trying to pull like a Mahomes into the defender,
dude. And Goddard was just like bodying whoever was on him. And that last one should have been PI. And thank you God that it wasn't because
they gave him the other ones.
Would have put him on the 5-yard line. Still don't know if they would have scored, but gives them a way better chance than that last Hail Mary. So. Big win for the Broncos.
What did you think about? How do I want to say this?
Go ahead.
You saw that Hail Mary. You saw AJ Brown back there, and you saw Devontae Smith. And
this is just what happens.
What do you think about that? What do you think?
This is exactly what happens when you don't feed a hungry dog. AJ Brown was going to go for the ball. Devontae Smith tried to get up in his grill, and AJ Brown said, "Nah, it's not happening." So AJ said,
"If I'm not catching this Hail Mary touchdown, nobody's catching it.
I'm gonna take my own dude out. I'm sick of winning." Dude. Like Devontae Smith had a good game. To his credit. Of course, he was covered by Riley Moss. Like, and
I'm on the defend Riley Moss until I die, man. That guy. Well, he's very interesting. He gives up like really big plays, but also he has like the best coverage. Like in the NFL, like better than Pat Surtain. Like no joke.
Really.
But then it's just like these weird passes, like get by him in perfect coverage, and it's just I don't know. He's at the butt of all of those receptions.
I'm just keep seeing the picture in my head of Jake Browning just lobbing the ball up to T. Higgins on him, and then his face after the penalties were called on him,
and everybody thinks about that, but like that's it. Like T. Higgins ended that day with like 32 yards.
I mean,
like it was nothing. Jamar Chase had like 26 yards. Like they locked him down.
I
mean, Jake Browning, but still,
big win for the Broncos, nonetheless. And Steelers big win because they didn't play. So
that's right.
Big win.
Lose.
Great win for us. We didn't have to endure any painfulness on Sunday. So real quick, we're going to talk about some notes before we get into reviewing our preseason takes. Joe Flacco to the Bengals. How do you feel about this?
They needed a quarterback. I mean, I think the last thing out of my mouth just now was it's Jake Browning. So I mean, Jake Browning was good in the absence of Joe Burrow last year, but this year he's looked miserable. They had to do something, and I mean, you could have done worse with worse than Joe Flacco. I wish they had gone to get Jameis Winston.
That we're on the same page. 100%. Jameis would have been so fun.
Oh my
in this
gosh.
Bengals offense. It's still possible. But Flacco feels more like a sideways move to me at this point in his career. Like he's not like we still remember him from like a year or two ago when he was like explosive when he came on and surprised everybody. But he is very not that, and he still throws a lot of interceptions. So
I saw something. I think it was Adam Schefter put it out today. Do you know how many quarterbacks the Bengals are paying or the Browns are paying? Eight quarterbacks. Can you name them?
I'm trying to remember.
I don't think I can name all of them.
Deshaun Watson. It's Shador, Dylan Gabriel, Flacco. Kenny Pickett. I think are they still paying Dorian Thompson-Robinson? I think probably. They are. And then that leaves us two more. I don't even know the other two.
That's what I'm saying. Is like I have no idea.
It's insane.
I mean, probably maybe some practice squad. Why would you have a quarterback on practice squad?
Yeah, I don't know who it could be. But either way, it's still ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
And some of them are like, Pickett's owed like $6,000.
Sure.
Like,
I mean, they're like pennies.
Okay.
But it's fact that
still the way they're
quarterbacks.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm really impressed that the Browns are kind of committing to Gabriel after that last week. I think it was the smart move. We talked about this early on that Flacco was going to start, and then they were going to move on to a rookie. And I mean, they fully moved on. I mean, they moved on from Pickett in the preseason, and then they moved on from Flacco now at week 6, you know, and so it's Dylan Gabriel season until further notice. Maybe Shador comes in and until Shaduki comes in, and we'll see what happens. Other trade rumors, though, around the league, it's popping off. Mark Andrews, Alvin Kamara, Breece Hall, Chris Olave.
We'll get to some of our
Devon A-Chain.
Our hot takes.
All of those guys right now are rumored.
A-Chain.
A-Chain.
Where's that from? Who said that?
Fins Up. Dolphins coverage page. Not sure if it's true. It's rumors. All this is rumors. But A-Chain. I saw that one. And guess who's like one of the top at least from this report.
Pittsburgh?
Yeah, Pittsburgh. It's like one of the top potential landing spots for A-Chain so far. But
I mean, what do you think about Miami just wants to trade all their good players to Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I mean, right now Pittsburgh's just in the news for all of them, like Olave, like maybe not Breece and Kamara or Andrews, but
Miami wants to date Pittsburgh's younger sister.
Dude, if A-Chain goes to Pittsburgh, I'm just gonna hit my knees in the middle of a Walmart. It's just so sad. I love A-Chain. And Arthur Smith will find a way to screw up everything that Devin A-Chain is. Like, he'll have him running HB dive over and over and over. He is not built for the dive. But Andrews, I mean, do you think of any like appeasing spots, or do you think Andrews is mostly cooked?
I think he's mostly cooked.
Okay,
for sure. I mean, I don't know if we want to get into this now, but you know, we did targets and fades earlier this year before the season even started. My tight end to fade this year was Mark Andrews. And I said, because Isaiah Likely is going to be their guy when they extended him, like that was them telling everybody what they're doing. And they're saying, you know, Likely is our guy. We haven't done anything with Andrews. Like, we have Andrews because I like Isaiah Likely, whatever. Was he the one who stepped on the ball? No.
But he hurt himself, I think, preseason. One of the games.
And I was like, and I said in that pod, I need to go back and listen, but I'm pretty sure I was like, as soon as he comes back, like Mark Andrews is out of there. I'm pretty sure I remember the lineup. I wasn't saying like to get traded, but I mean,
here it is.
That's a victory for me. Is like he's on the trading block. Like that's why you fade somebody like that.
I still think Andrews has some, and my favorite landing spot for him, Tampa Bay. Because Baker and him played at Oklahoma together. So reunite the Sooners. K. Otton's not bad. But Andrews would just be so fun to reconnect with Baker. And he would have like one of those like touchdown heavy seasons. You know, probably wouldn't get a lot of volume, but in the red zone, just dangerous, super dangerous.
I was also thinking San Francisco. I know they got Tonjes out there. And you know, Kittle's gonna come back. Right. But you don't know what Kittle's going to be like. So if you want, you know, 2 mediocre, aging tight ends, like that's what you could do. But that was my initial reaction, is like maybe they should go grab him.
And then real quick, these running backs. So Kamara, let's stick on Kamara and Breece. The A-Chain one's kind of fun to speculate on, but not sure the truth behind that. But Kamara and Breece are very live to be traded. Bad teams that really need draft capital. Any spots that you think these guys should go to, or teams that should be interested in these players?
I'm thinking the Vikings could be a good spot for somebody. Jordan Mason has looked good occasionally, not every week. But I mean you don't know with Kamara either. Like Kamara's like he's still going to be like the receiving back. I don't know. What do you think?
So the teams that stick out to me immediately would be the Chiefs, especially getting an explosive back. I think that would be a big one. I think at least for Breece, Chicago would be a lot of fun.
Although with Kansas City, you see your guy, Brashard Smith.
My boy. He's coming on strong, baby.
He's starting to break out a little bit. So I don't know. If you like what you see, I don't know that you could trade for him.
And Pacheco looked decent, Monday night, but
we got to talk about that game.
That was. We will. But I think those are like the two big spots. I think the Vikings is a cool one, especially A-Chain. Like if A-Chain gets traded, going to a Shanahan style system and then playing with Jordan Mason. So Jordan Mason be the Thunder and
Yep.
A-Chain just do what he does. He would help JJ McCarthy so much.
Yeah.
That just feels like a match made in heaven. But there was one other team I was thinking about that's hurting for running back. Oh, Houston. Houston would be a great spot for at least Brees. The hard part with Kamara is he's definitely a contending piece. Like,
Right.
He's what, 29, I think, 28, 29.
Is he only 29? I thought he was
He
older
might be
than that,
30.
honestly.
He might be older.
But he came out in 2016?
2017.
2017?
Yep,
Okay.
2017. So 8 years ago. So yeah, I mean, he's probably 29, 30.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kamara would be a great fit, I think, with Kansas City. That to me just feels like a match made in heaven. And then Olave. Olave's a great receiver, I think, and he's just in a terrible offense. I would love Olave to the Steelers.
Yeah.
And that's one of the ones that people are talking about. The Steelers are very interested in Olave, and him opposite DK.
Yeah.
Woo!
Who wouldn't love Olave?
Oh,
Like,
I don't
who
know.
wouldn't
I don't know.
bring him to Denver? My gosh.
I think he's a lot like Emeka Egbuka,
Yeah.
but he landed in a terrible spot,
Yep.
whereas Egbuka, landed in the perfect spot.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so,
He just-
and Olave's only 24 years old.
yeah, that's
He's
crazy.
so young.
That's
He's
crazy.
so young. So there's a lot of football left for him. So let's do this. We're gonna shift into the power rankings.
Cool.
First, I want to ask you a question. Am I old? Right. So on Amazon, it's been the Amazon deal day or something like that. They always have a deal every quarter or something like that, where they mark up the prices of everything and then, pretend they're giving it to you on sale.
Yeah.
But I bought my wife a new pot and pan set. So that was awesome. And then for me, I bought beard care stuff.
Yeah.
And it felt like Christmas when it came up to
my
the front
gosh.
door. And my wife was so excited. Am I old? I feel so old that I'm getting excited about pots and pans and beard care.
Yeah, you're old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm cooked.
Straight up. That's it.
Straight up
Yeah,
cooked.
Yeah. You start getting, I mean, I'm there too.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, we're both in our 30s.
Yeah.
So starting to care about the homey things versus I don't know. I also take an interest in my beard more than I should, but not like the care.
Oh, I have
I'm
to.
just like, every time I see a white one, I'm like, get out of there.
Oh, dude. The dry skin is the worst for me. So if anybody has any beard care tips out there, please help me. I have a lot of dry skin, and actually I have one spot here that gets really dry, and then might be too much, but it oozes, bro. And I keep shaving my beard, and then it just stays dry. I've taken supplements. I've used different beard oils and stuff. I finally got some pretty high quality shampoo, conditioner, and oil to kind of reset. So hopefully this works. But if anybody has any beard care tips, let me know. Or maybe you could share your routine with me.
Yeah.
It bothers me. All right, let's get into these power rankings. Before we do, I just want to remind everybody to make sure you're subscribed to us on YouTube. Hit the like, share the page, please. It does so much for us. Gets us more popular in the algorithm. And then if you're not following us on social media, you can follow us on Twitter, Instagram. We're pretty live on both of those. And then also podcast. If you don't have time to watch this show because you're out with your buddies Thursday night getting ready to watch the game, no problem. No worries. Watch it Friday morning on your way into work, or Monday morning, or Wednesday morning. We have shows Thursday night, Sunday night, Monday night, or Tuesday night. We got shows all over the place, and we're hitting all the breaking news, hitting fantasy football stuff, everything. So make sure you are following us and that you're notified when we do stuff. But yeah, Trey, tonight, main part of the show, talking about our preseason takes. Is there anything you want to say before we go on and start hitting some of these teams?
Oh yeah. We want to talk about.
You want to apologize?
Oh, I'm not apologizing for anything.
So we're talking mainly about our power rankings.
Okay.
We're saving the hot takes for probably week 8 or week 9.
Sure.
But we're revisiting the power rankings, and we shared an article from the beginning of the of FanFeed from week 1.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it was preseason week 3. And we're just going to go through the teams now where they're at and see which teams we're too low on, which teams we're too high on.
Okay.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So
very cool.
Starting on these power rankings, we'll hit the bottom 10. We've got the Jets at 32, Saints at 31, Titans at 30, Panthers at 29, Dolphins at 28, Browns at 27, Bengals at 26, Giants at 25, Raiders 24, Cardinals 23, and Falcons 22. This is all also on our latest power rankings article from Shamus.
Yeah.
So shout out Shamus.
Shout out Shamus.
You're the man. So this is his power rankings, bottom 10. Are there any teams in this tier that you feel like are most likely to bounce back?
Let me see.
You see your Bengals in there at 26. How high did you have them early on?
Yeah, well, I had them Super Bowl. They're my Super Bowl pick, so they definitely would.
You led us astray.
Yeah, well, you didn't see the Joe Burrow injury coming.
You should have
Although
known.
you should probably know by now. It's probably once every year. Or
It's literally every other year.
Yeah,
It's so weird, the patterns of football, but yes, every other year Joe Burrow gets hurt.
So wait, you're looking at the week 1 power rankings?
No. So I'm looking at Seamus's power
week
rankings.
6. Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
Week 6.
Got it.
So
yeah, let me take a look real quick.
the one that I will say that it has stayed the same. And shout out to John Ewald, who wrote the week 1 power rankings. He had the Jets at 32, and he was right. And I didn't think the Jets were that bad, but apparently they are that bad. They are number 32 right now, 0-5. Not great.
Shout out John, man.
Yeah,
that was really good on you, man. I'm looking through here. See, I want to say that the Giants, because I want to believe,
right?
But I also saw their strength of schedule for the rest of the year, and the Giants have, I think, like the hardest remaining schedule.
Yeah, it's very tough.
This
was like the one break was the Saints, and they lost.
Yeah. I think no, I don't think anybody in this. Gosh. In these bottom 10.
Yeah.
So let's run through. I'm just, if anybody's just joining, we're gonna go 32 to 22. So Jets, Saints, Titans, Panthers, Dolphins, Browns, Bengals, Giants, Raiders, Cardinals, and Falcons. I mean, I would argue with some of these placements.
Right.
Like I would take the Giants over the Raiders, for instance.
Yeah.
I would take a lot of these teams over the Raiders, actually. The Browns and the Bengals, I would take them over the Raiders.
Typical Broncos propaganda.
Geno Smith throws 2 to 3 interceptions a game.
It is pretty bad. I was listening back to the show we did talking about the preseason rankings.
Yeah.
And I was like really excited about Geno Smith going to the Raiders.
Yeah.
He was really good behind that Seahawks bad offensive line. And I think you said like, no, I think he's cooked.
Yeah. Why is anybody like Geno?
I don't know. I was really excited about it. And apparently I am just fake news. That's what I am.
But no, I think these teams belong where they are.
Yeah.
I agree with these.
These I think will stay, maybe not the order, but I think they will stay bottom 10.
Yep.
Especially once we go to this next tier. I don't really see these teams getting much worse in this mid tier. But the only team that I would say has a fighting chance would be the Falcons. I think the Falcons have a sneaky team, and they're just starting off kind of slow with Michael Penix.
The Falcons they are 22.
They're right there at 22.
Yeah,
so it's kind of unfair to say, the team that's like the best of this tier is like the one that's going to bounce back.
I do agree with you though. I think the Falcons could make a leap.
They're just an exciting team, and they got a big game against the Bills this week.
Yeah.
That I'll be watching closely. Bills just got upset last week, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think this will stay pretty consistent. Only other Browns could surprise people because of the division being so poor. And the Ravens are making deals right now. Like they just traded their edge rusher Odafe away for safety help. Odafe was a former first round pick. And really good last year. He hasn't been playing well this year. But I could see the Browns, like especially if Dylan Gabriel plays well, they're a sneaky team. That could at least make it to the middle tier, especially if the Steelers and Ravens fall off. Bengals are definitely going to fall off, but for sure. I think other than that, we're good. So we're going to revisit these bottom 10 because we're going to talk about the 2026 NFL draft. But let's hit this middle tier. So I've got ranks 15 through 21 here.
Okay.
So starting at 21,
okay.
Ravens, 20 Texans, 19 Vikings, 18 Bears, 17 Seahawks, 16 Cowboys, 15 Chargers. Any teams here that feel like a team that could make a late playoff push?
Yeah, the Chargers for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. The Vikings also. They dropped pretty far a couple weeks ago just because of they started stacking those losses.
Yeah.
But both of those teams, the Texans, if they can get it together, I don't know. I mean, they've looked good the last couple weeks, but the weeks prior to that, I mean, you look at the strength of the opponent in the last 2 weeks versus the strength of the opponent in the first couple weeks. And they were getting, I don't want to say blasted, but they were losing and they weren't
pretty
putting
much
the points. 9-14 against the Rams in week 1, right? So boring.
They've been playing so bad, especially on the offensive side of the ball. And of course, right now, CJ Stroud was the number 1 fantasy quarterback last week, but the Ravens defense is so Swiss cheese. It is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I like that. That's one that I was totally wrong on.
Same here.
I thought the Ravens defense got better through the draft.
I was thinking top 3.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to be really good.
And I don't know who their D coordinator is, but I mean, his time is coming to an end very quick because there is talented players on that defense.
Yeah.
And they really haven't been the same defense for the last couple years.
Right.
But this is just an all-time low.
And they could make, I think the Ravens with Lamar, I think they could make a late push for a wild card. I think the division is every week he's out, they're going to lose. I don't see how they win any game because they got such a terrible quarterback and defense.
Yeah.
That's a losing recipe.
Last week we did our movies comparisons to teams, and this AFC North battle just feels like Groundhog Day. Where the Steelers are sitting pretty at 3-1, and the Ravens are losing the first half of the season. Literally happened last year, and the Ravens just came back and won the division easily.
Yep.
It's definitely, to me, it's definitely not out of hand. And the Steelers are such a mediocre team. It's going to take a lot for them to maintain this lead at the top of the division. So Ravens, I feel like, are my favorite to ascend, even though they're at the bottom of this list. And it's pretty obvious that they had a really tough schedule starting out.
Yeah.
They played Buffalo. Did they play the Lions? And then
did they play Lions?
Yeah, played the Lions and lost to the Lions.
That's right.
It
was 41-40.
Yeah. And did they play the Chiefs?
Or that's they did play the Chiefs and they got blown out. That's when Lamar got hurt.
That's when Lamar got hurt. Yeah. So that's probably the 3 top teams or thought of to be the top teams.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. This was one of the teams when we were talking preseason, we were like, do we see anybody supplanting the Ravens? They were one of the top 3.
We said, I remember us being I don't know if they're going to lose more than 2 games this year.
No.
I remember saying that, holy cow, they're going to be so good. It's because we thought the defense was going to be so good and they just added more to their offense.
Yeah.
Anyways. Ravens could make a late season push. Definitely.
Yeah, I think other favorites here, Bears and Vikings and Cowboys, all feel like they're where they belong right now.
Yeah.
Unless something crazy happens, they feel like they're where they belong. I think the Chargers are actually are going to stay in this tier too. The 2 teams I think are going to jump is Ravens and potentially Seahawks. Mm-hmm. I just think the Seahawks I couldn't have been more wrong on. I thought the Seahawks were a bottom 5 team heading into this year. And no, they are they're playing so well. And they've also had a tough schedule.
Yeah.
But I just think they're playing really well. Sam Darnold is the number 1 quarterback in EPA per play in the NFL right now, which is just crazy. He's straight up dealing. JSN has emerged as a top 5 receiver overall.
Yeah.
Man, I really like the Seahawks, and I don't even think they've gotten started with the running game. I think the running game is the offensive line is growing. I think the run game is going to be I think they're going to be a dangerous team later in the season. So keep your eye on the Seahawks. Remember, I was totally wrong preseason when it came to the Seahawks takes.
Yeah. Did you know they were the best? That division is the best division in football.
It makes sense.
Did you know that they have I think they have a combined 4 or 5 losses.
Yeah,
of the 4 teams.
Yeah,
pretty crazy.
I mean,
and that
obviously you had
Cardinals.
You had the divisional game between the Rams and Niners, so that was going to end. And I can't believe the Niners won that.
I mean, either oh my gosh,
insane!
It was a good game too.
To me, Kyle Shanahan's just the best offensive mind in football.
He's
still,
really
he just showed everybody he doesn't need good receivers, and they were explosive with a backup quarterback.
Yeah.
But that division's really good. Who's the other team in that division? The 4th team. It's Seahawks,
Niners,
Rams, Niners.
Yeah.
Who's the
Cardinals.
fourth? Cardinals.
Yeah.
Cardinals. Yeah, Cardinals are buns. So
we got a comment here. Jumping back to the bottom 10. I take it you do not believe Flacco will get the Bengals more wins.
yeah, I mean, I think he'll probably help them get maybe a couple. I think they'll beat the Packers.
I think they'll get 2 more wins than they would have gotten with Jake Browning.
Yeah, I mean, you got to remember the biggest thing we talked about with the Bengals is that the defense was atrocious.
Yeah,
and it's better, but it's still not.
Bad.
It's still bad. It's still probably bottom 10, bottom 12.
2 of the worst defenses in the league are in the AFC North.
Yeah. Yep.
Baltimore and
Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And the move from Browning to Flacco is just a little bit more conservative.
Yeah.
You're trying to turn over the ball less. I mean, Browning was just an interception machine in the couple games he's played. And
Broncos didn't get him.
Yeah.
I was like, man, how do you guys not get him?
That was crazy.
That's
I couldn't
really
believe that.
weird. Yeah.
I think I tried to bet like 1 interception from Browning and nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. But yeah, I just think Flacco, I do think Flacco's like probably done. I wouldn't be surprised if they try the Flacco experiment for the next 2 weeks and then reach out to go see if Jameis is available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
just have the most interception prone quarterback room of all time. I love it.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
That's what we always say about Jameis.
That's right.
It's like, at least it's fun while you have him.
That's right. So thank you for the question. Yeah.
Where are we at?
I think now we can go to
so just wanted to like touch back on the Chargers. Like you stopped at the Chargers there at 15.
I did.
Understandably so. They dropped 2 in a row. And one of them to the Giants, right? I mean, man, that was an incredible game. That was like Giants played like a perfect football game.
Yeah.
And then who'd they play this week? That they lost to?
Chargers lost to the Commanders.
That's right.
Which that kind of makes sense. Commanders have been pretty good. They got Jaden Daniels back. Here's the problem with the Chargers.
Yeah.
Chargers have lost both their starting tackles. Joe Alt, all pro, like so good. And then, oh my gosh, it's not Talise Fuaga, is it? I can't remember who the other guy is. Slayton. So they lost both of these guys. Now they Rashawn Slater. I knew it was something like that. Sorry, guys. The defensive line is also atrocious. They cannot stop the run. And so, like, no matter where they're at, playing whoever, they are losing the battle in the trenches.
Yeah.
And that is a way bigger loss than most people will see because most people are looking at skill players.
Sure.
But
that's where
the battle in the
trenches
trenches,
won.
That's where it's won.
Yeah.
That's where, I mean, look at the Eagles last year.
Yep.
Whole reason they won mainly was the offensive and defensive line just dominating every single game.
Yeah.
So to me, that's why the Chargers are dropping these games. I mean, we saw the Giants just get completely embarrassed by the Saints. So like,
NFL's so weird, man.
NFL's so weird.
Just
it's so up and down. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So unpredictable.
It's so hard to bet on, but yeah. So that's why I think the Chargers are just, I don't see them, really outperforming more than a 500 record the rest of the season.
Wow. Okay.
This
comes from a Chargers hater too. Like I hate the Chargers, but I do think they'll be in the playoffs. I do think that they'll be like a 10-win team still.
I just think the path is so difficult because the Broncos and Chiefs are really going to be the top 2 in the division. Probably Broncos winning, which, we'll see once Mahomes gets his weapons back and see if the Broncos can maintain.
Might be over for them by then.
That's true. But so they'll have to be the 3rd team in their division to reach it. I just don't know. I think there's better teams out there. So
it's happened before though. I mean,
it has happened before.
I mean, it's happened before, even when the playoffs were 6 teams.
Yeah, especially when the NFC or the AFC South is so bad.
Yeah,
Texans, Titans, Jags,
the Colts
and the Colts. Yeah. But now the AFC South is balling. So
what the heck is happening?
We'll talk about the playoff teams.
Yeah.
So this is the playoff contenders right now. Ranks 14 through 1.
Yeah.
Shamus currently has it. Patriots 14, 13 Steelers, 12 Chiefs, 11 Commanders, 10 Rams, 9 Packers, 8 Colts, 7 Broncos, 6 49ers, 5 Jaguars, 4 Buccaneers, 3 Bills, 2 Eagles, and 1 Lions.
Crazy how far the Jags jumped.
Dude.
So 14 spots.
Insane.
So you guys know, 14 spots. Go Jags, man.
Yeah.
I was texting my buddy Chris. He's a big Jags fan, and I was just like,
Good for him.
I was like, I love you, and I love the Jags. Yeah, and he's got like a Blake Bortles jersey. Like he's a
He's
fan.
serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
I wonder if he's got a Gerard jersey too. And Gerard is a dog.
Yeah. Shout out Chris. if you're
Shout out
watching.
Chris. Yeah, dude. Just the Jags, especially that Monday night game. I guess we can briefly talk
let's
about
jump
that
into that
because the Chiefs took on the Jags in Duval County.
Duval.
And I mean, it felt like a pretty easy pick that the Chiefs would win.
Yep.
Just felt like the Jags were kind of playing some lower tier teams. Their defense was overperforming what they should have been. Offense has been struggling, but man, dude, like they look good. The defense looked good. The defense won them the game.
They did
with the
that
pick
pick
six.
six.
Yep.
Longest play in Jags history. I'm
Is
pretty
it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't remember. Well, I mean, it's 99 yards.
Yeah.
Like, so had to be. Pretty crazy. Incredible. Like, it's also incredible nobody caught him because he was not running fast.
He's a linebacker.
Yeah. He got a good block on that way back, but man,
you got Worthy on the field, dude.
Yeah.
What is he doing?
Yeah.
Where's that 4.2 speed now?
What's Chris Jones doing?
Yeah.
Anyways,
giving up.
Goodness. Jags might be legit.
Yeah.
They might be real. Like they took care of business. It was close. Obviously, they needed a couple really big time plays to win. But again, the good teams are supposed to win those really close battles.
Very
right?
much so.
And Kansas City lost. They lost to what I think is turning into be a very good Jags team.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think Trevor Lawrence has struggled a lot, but I will say I was very impressed with his game on Monday night. He had one throw to Brian Thomas Jr. on that last drive that was just beautiful. They had to have it. I'm pretty sure it was third down, and deep ball down the sideline, right through the defender's hands, right into Brian Thomas's outstretched arms. I mean, it was perfect.
Yeah.
And you don't see Trevor making those throws very often. He's capable of it, but he's just been pretty inconsistent as a quarterback in the NFL up to this point.
Yep.
But you saw him playing with confidence. He ran the ball a ton, and especially that last play, like where he stumbled, the offensive lineman stepped on his foot. He falls, he gets back up, he runs it into the end zone. I mean, just hats off to Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree. It is funny because my buddy Chris, he also that big Travis Hunter catch, like that 44-yarder.
Oh, what was your thoughts on that?
Okay, so this is where I want to go with that.
Okay.
I was like, oh my gosh, Travis Hunter! Like I was texting in all caps and everything, and he was like, I'll say it PG, but he was like, with that dog do throw. Man, so underthrown into double coverage.
Yeah,
holy cow, it was bad. But man, Travis Hunter, like in front of the entire nation, that incredible catch.
When you watch Monday Night Football, do you watch the regular broadcast or the Manning cast?
I watched the regular one.
Okay,
yeah,
I love the Manning cast.
Yeah,
I just think it's entertaining. So Eli was talking about it with Peyton, that he talked to Liam Cohen, and they're talking about Travis Hunter, and Liam Cohen said that Travis Hunter in college at Colorado, he practiced all the time with the defense and never practiced with the offense. So when he played offense in the games, he had one coach that was signaling to him the formation and then the route that he was supposed to run. But he did not know the other routes on the field. He didn't know. He was just out there free balling,
which run a 9 route.
It's like 1932 football,
Yeah.
Just go out there and get open. But you think about that and the transition to the NFL where everything is like just beaten to your head over and over. Everything's about repetition and
death by inches.
Exactly. So it's not surprising that Travis Hunter has been a slow starter, but they have continued to give him opportunities. He had a 77% route share on Monday night, which is a big deal.
Wow,
meaning he was playing predominantly offense. That's almost 80%. That's full time.
That's full time. Wide receiver.
And then you've seen in the games leading up to this, he's run a lot of short routes, which is probably what he's best at, but he's also got the vertical game, and they've been trying to get it to him, but Trevor's just been inaccurate. He threw a pick against the Panthers week 1 to JC Horn, and JC's a dog. You know, he's missed him on a couple, but that was one. It was still underthrown, but we saw Travis Hunter's elite athleticism, where he is just the most athletic guy on the field at all times.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful. I almost shed a tear. And my wife was like, "Oh, baby, good for you." You know, because I've been like, "Please, free Travis Hunter."
You did it. You finally did it, Cam.
But all right, let's talk about some of these other teams because in 5 minutes we got some guests coming on. So another surprise I've got here is obviously the Colts.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just. Do you think it's real? Do you think it's going to sustain? Like they'll be a playoff team?
It has to be. Right. I mean, we're 5 weeks into the season, and they have beaten pretty much everybody in their path. They lost to the Rams? Was that the only game they lost?
Lost to the Rams.
Yeah. The Rams are a very good team.
Yeah.
Very good team. Should have lost to the Broncos.
And they should have won. Should have beat the Rams because Adonai Mitchell dropped that touchdown.
Yeah.
If you remember, he dropped it right before he got
that one and say they lost the Broncos one.
That's right.
Yeah. So they're still the same record, 4-1. But yeah. The whole thing about the NFL is like you have to be able to consistently do something, and the Colts are going out there every week and they're consistently showing out. I mean, they dropped 40 on the Raiders, which is not a lot, but not every team is dropping 40 on the Raiders.
Yeah.
Right. So like, I don't know, man. Like I think they are real to me until they're not.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about the Jags. I know we're still talking about the Jags a little bit, but you know, these teams, like you can't just be 4-1 by dumb luck,
right?
Like you have to beat other teams in the NFL in order to get to that spot. So you can only beat who's in front of you. So people can say what they want about the schedule and the strength of schedule and stuff like that. But you know, every week these teams start out 0-0.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And so you know they come out most weeks. You want to know. So.
Yeah. Just hats off to Shane Steichen. He has been struggling over there in Indy and gets Daniel Jones, and I can't believe he's using Daniel Jones to revive his career. I mean, Dayball is almost getting fired due to his consistent usage of Daniel Jones, and it just was a bad fit. I think
he used him right that one year that they went to the playoffs. They beat the Vikings in the playoffs. I remember that vividly. And Daniel Jones looked good, especially in that game. That playoff
he looked great.
Game, he looked great. But I don't know. I mean, maybe this is a one-hit wonder. Maybe next year they go with Daniel Jones again, and he looks like Daniel Jones of old.
Well, and the thing that's so impressive to me is it's not that Daniel Jones is coming in and the offense is just consistent.
Yeah,
it's explosive.
Yeah,
they're scoring points.
Yeah,
routinely.
Jonathan
Taylor is balling.
Yep.
Daniel
Jones is using
Michael Pittman, Josh Downs, all these guys are playing really well. Adonai Mitchell even is playing well, minus that. And Tyler Warren. Yeah, Tyler Warren is a huge addition to that team. Just shout out to those guys.
Shout out to the Colts.
Shout out Colts.
Which, as a reminder, they're 8 right now.
Number 8, which is crazy. That Colts Jags game is going to go crazy.
Dude, that's good. Oh, wow, that's going to be Colts. I'm taking Colts.
I'm taking
Dude,
Jags.
we get it twice this year. My gosh.
I hope one's week 18.
Let me see. 1, 2. There are 3 AFC teams in front of the Colts.
Wow.
So they've got them at technically they'd be the 5 seed.
They'd be the 5
behind the Jags if this played out like this.
Steelers at 13,
crazy,
top of the AFC North division. Yeah. I think it's very live that only one team from the AFC North makes the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I can see the Ravens coming in and the Steelers getting left out in the cold.
Dang.
You know?
Dang.
Because these other teams are just going to have probably better records. The Patriots have one of the easiest schedules remaining. Yeah. Drake May is balling.
Yeah.
They're trying to figure out the running game. Can we talk about Mike Vrabel?
Sure.
His commitment to Ramondre Stevenson.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And I get that Ramondre does things well.
Yeah.
But use the guy you drafted in the second round. Yeah. And this is probably a total fan take, but this is why we do this.
Yeah.
I can be mad here. Use Travion Henderson. He was so good in college.
Well, in week 1, you see him so explosive. He has that kickback or that kickoff return for a touchdown. Week 1.
Week 1.
Gosh, why are you not using him more?
Dude, and now you're oh, well, we're committed to Ramondre, who's fumbled every game so far this year.
Yeah.
He's so bad.
Yeah.
I just
you want to finish this after we
let's finish this after.
Right.
Yeah, we've got some guests on, so we're gonna bring on both Kendrick and Nathan. Yeah. So let's bring them on. Kendrick, Nathan, what's up, boys?
What's up, fellas?
What's going on? How y'all going?
Hey, how's it going?
Great.
Doing great, man. Kendrick, how are you feeling?
great. You see the shirt?
Panthers, baby.
Let's go Carolina.
Absolutely, man.
When is T-Mac breaking out?
I feel like mid-season, maybe week 7, 8. You know, getting his feet wet.
Yeah.
Once him and Bryce gets together, you know, we'll be in time. In due time.
I need Bryce to start targeting him in the red zone because like Tet's just like the biggest guy out there. He's such a good target. He can run a good slant route or a good fade route. It's just like everything you'd ever want in the red zone. And I don't know why they're not targeting him.
I don't know what's going on, man. Once we get to the red zone, I don't know. Just for
But it's okay because you got the GOAT, Rico Dowdle.
Let's go.
The GOAT. Absolutely. Hopefully
right?
That's true. That's right. Nathan, how are you doing, my man?
Doing pretty good. It's Eagles Day, so I had to break it out.
Oh, baby.
That's
Oh,
the one
baby.
shirt.
Man, that looks sick. Genuinely looks so cool.
I really love that. Nathan, how are you feeling after your visit to New Orleans?
All right. I think we will see how tonight goes. I don't know.
What? So, wait. How do I want to phrase this? Was it better beating the Chargers, or was it worse losing to the Saints?
Definitely worse losing to the Saints because like the Chargers game was good and all, but you also had Malik go out, which really bit them last week.
Yeah. Oh,
And then I mean, honestly, the Saints one, it doesn't even hurt that bad. I won't lie. Like you turn the ball over 5 times, you'll lose to anybody. So we'll see how that goes.
I mean, I'm surprised it was as close as it was with 5 turnovers. Like that's so great. Like that was. I don't think you guys didn't have a turnover in that game, right? I don't think.
Which one? The Chargers game?
No, I'm saying like the Giants didn't turn over the ball from the Saints.
Oh, no,
like
it was 5-0.
Yeah, right.
The turnover battle was terrible.
Yeah. And the fact that the score was still like relatively like within reach, that's crazy to me. It should have been like 50-0.
It's because Spencer Rattler's buns.
Yeah.
Bring on Tyler Shugg. All right, fellas. So we got Eagles Giants night in New York. Big game, big divisional game. Kendrick, what is going on with the Eagles right now? They were 4-0. They lose last week. The team feels like it's crumbling. What's going on?
I have no idea. You know, you would think going into the season, they are still on that high of winning a championship, right? 4 games in a row, wins. And kind of like what you guys were saying earlier, you know, they kept themselves in the game due to their offensive line and defensive line as well. And just that consistency, right? And so like a Jalen Hurts getting away with certain not your prototypical quarterback play, right?
Yeah. Tomfoolery.
Yeah. So maybe it's catching up to him, you know, and that high is slowly dwindling and being somewhat exposed a little bit. And just the inconsistency of play calling when they're supposed to run the ball, they're passing. When they're passing the ball, they need to be running. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the OC, maybe it's Jalen Hurts himself, or I don't know what's going on in the locker room right now.
Can we fire an OC 6 weeks into his first season? Is that a thing?
It would be interesting to fire somebody who's 4-1 still.
But no thanks to him.
Yeah, right. They should be 5-0, but
it's so bad.
It's so bad.
Nathan, how are we feeling about Jackson Dart after his second start? I know we briefly touched that Saints game, but how are you feeling about Jay Dart?
Honestly, not bad. Like, I think, you know, he got off to 2 good starts in a row, and, you know, that's tough to do, especially when you have, like, I know they had Darius Slayton last week, and he's not playing tonight, but, like, who do you have at receiver? He was throwing, like, all of his passes to tight ends or Cam Scatterbo. So, of course, as soon as, you know, they fumble 3 times in a row and they go down, of course, he's going to start pushing, and that's when the picks came. So I'm not really that worried about those. I think as long as he keeps, you know, showing some good signs, it'll be his team as long as he, you know, keeps growing. We'll see how he does against these really good defenses that are coming up.
Yeah, he's got a very tough schedule. Me and Trey were just talking about it, that the schedule does not lighten up for him very much at all. He's going to have to do a lot to prove himself
I
to
was
the rest
just
of the
about to
season.
ask who they play this week. I was literally just about to ask that.
Philly.
Who the Giants playing this week? Yeah.
All right, so I want to ask you guys what the game plan should be for your teams tonight. I'll start with Kendrick. What is the Eagles' game plan against the New York Giants?
Jalen Hurts being the Jalen Hurts that we know of, right? And running the ball himself, or giving it to the highest rushing player last season and Saquon Barkley, and let him just rock and let him do what he do. And not forcing it in a sense, and just play Philadelphia Eagle football that led them to a Super Bowl last season, and not letting the outside noise get to him. As we heard earlier this week that AJ Brown and Smith is having like internal negative ways with the offense right now. So I think both teams are coming into this game with L's, so the intensity is going to be high for sure. And so the Giants are avoiding going down 1-5, and they're going to come with it for sure. But I think Philly definitely is going to do something on the offensive end to walk out with a victory.
I saw that that tweet about Saquon, and I think it was Saquon, Jalen, and AJ had like a personal meeting between the three of them, and somebody shared a GIF of like Saquon had these boys like this, and he's got his arms around both of their necks. It just made me think like last year Saquon, because he had like one of the best running back seasons of all time, was talking all the time about, hey man, it's all about the team. It's not about me, And now this year, like AJ is disappointed, and it feels like Saquon's like the good church boy, like, hey man, it's not about you.
Yeah.
It's about the team. It's like, yeah, easy to say when it was about the team last year, but they force fed you the whole season.
Yeah.
Nathan, what is the Giants' game plan tonight taking on the division leader in the Philadelphia Eagles?
Well, I mean, nobody's wondering what they're going to do on defense. It's going to break their, the mold that they follow. But I mean, they're going to do the same thing everybody else has been doing. Lots of zone, stack the box, and don't let Saquon go off, and just make Jalen Hurts throw into zone, which he is like. I read somewhere today he's 36th in success rate against zone, which there's only 32 teams. So
behind Jake Browning
backups. Yeah. So it's like, just until they show you that there's something that they haven't been, keep doing it. Offensively, I don't even know, man. I was thinking about this earlier today. Like, how many reps will the Giants receivers win tonight? You could probably count them on one hand. You got Bo Collins out there and Jalen Hyatt going against Quinion Mitchell. It's over. So good luck to Jackson Dart. Maybe if Jalen Carter doesn't play, I saw somewhere he's questionable now. Maybe they can run the ball, but I don't know. Good luck to the offense. I think it's going to take the defense doing something crazy if they can. I think it'll be close, but if they're going to win, I think the defense is going to have to make a couple plays, maybe a score.
As of real quick, as of 49 minutes ago, Jalen Carter's out tonight. So
okay,
it makes things a little interesting.
Cam Scatterboo season.
I was about to say
2 yards, 2 to 3 yards every time.
Yeah, broken neck.
I'm telling you, dude. If you do not know who Mike Allstott is, Cam Scatterboo is mini Mike Allstott.
Yeah.
Mike Allstott. Literally, they talked about it. I was like 6 or 7 years old, but like. His neck was permanently down because of the way he played, and that's why he wore that neck roll. But Scatterboo just reminds me so much of Allstott. But this is a huge spot for Scatterboo, I would say. I'm right there with you. Like, if you want to beat the Eagles, you got to run the ball. You got to make the game gross. Their offense is struggling. Make it a gross game. Just keep feeding Scatterboo. Even if he averages 2.3 yards per carry, he should have 80 yards on the game because you ran the ball like 40 times. So, I love that take. All right. So what are you guys' keys to victory for this game? And What would be your final score prediction? We'll start with Nathan on this one.
All right, yeah. I mean, key to the game, like we just said, running the ball. Like, I really don't know who Jackson Dart's going to throw the ball to. He likes to throw to the tight ends, but you're not gonna beat the Eagles with tight ends. They have N'Kobe Dean's back, I think, tonight, and already Zach Bond, Jahad Campbell. Like, you're not gonna beat them throwing the ball to tight ends. So I think if they can run the ball well, if they can at least you know what frustrates an offense that has a ton of talent and is not putting it together is like keeping them on the sidelines. So they can do that, make the game really fast. Like, if this game could be over in 2 hours, 45 minutes, something like that, they'd love that.
Right.
And then on defense, just like making sure that, you take their fastball away and you make them, strike you out with the curveball, to bring in a baseball reference for all the playoff fans.
Rip the Yankees.
Make them throw the ball. Make AJ Brown, make them, prove that their frustrations are done and that they can move forward. I think, honestly, the whole Eagles, dialogue is a little overblown. It's a little bit like a Georgia or Bama with Nick Saban, where you're like, what's going on with them? And they're, they're undefeated or they're 4-1. But you're hoping that they don't put it together against you, because they can. They weren't perfect until the very end last year either. Score prediction. Yeah. I'm gonna take the Eagles. I do think that they do enough, and that I really just think the Giants' offense is going to be at a standstill tonight. I would probably take it like, I don't know, 19-12, something real low scoring like that.
Really gross. Wow. Something really yucky.
Nasty. Like, ratings down on Amazon Prime tonight for sure.
It's not even going to be raining, but it's going to be a muddy game. Yeah, I can see it, dude.
Scatterboos, they're like, we play on turf. Why is your jersey dirty? And he's like, covered in mud somehow.
If anybody's going to find the mud pit, it's Scatterbo. Dude looks like he just came up out the mud pit. Yeah, love it. All right, Kendrick, let's hear your keys to victory and final score prediction.
Oh, man, it's pretty simple, man. Saquon Barkley. Let Saquon do what his thing. He didn't have not much carries last game, them throwing the ball excessively against the Broncos, and look at the Broncos. They took the win there. And so just letting Saquon do what he does best, which is run the ball, look at those empty spots and just go for it. And allow him to do what he does, but also have a mixture of getting AJ and Devontae involved some way, somehow, and keeping the consistency. If that's their plan into this game, I see this being a 24-10 game, honestly. I kind of agree with Nathan. I think their offense is going to be pretty stagnant. Without Malik Neighbors, I mean, I don't see anybody stepping up and being that guy to take over as far as passing.
Come on, man. Wandale. Cooper DeJean's white. He'll never be able to cover Wandale, dude.
I don't know.
Wandale's about to speak Trey. Andrew Makuba all night.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Wandale's going to run those little 3-yard ins and outs, and he's just so shifty. He's going to have like 12 catches for 24 yards.
Yeah.
Book it. All right, Trey. Let's hear yours.
Yeah. Keys to the game. Run the ball. I'll start with the Eagles. Run the ball. I'll start with both teams. Run the ball. Yeah. That's what you have to do to beat each other. Guess how many times the Eagles rushed last week?
It was bad.
Total
10,
11.
Wow.
Very close. They rushed 11 times. It wasn't terrible. It was like 4.1 yards per carry. But I told you before, like Saquon at one point was like 5 for 30 by himself, which is, again, 6 yards a pop.
Abysmal.
I don't know why you get away from that, especially with a 14-point lead.
Right.
For the Eagles, that's what you do is you go up, you score, like use your tricks, whatever, and then you just run the ball. The Giants need to do the exact same thing without, trying to run the game out like making it a 2-hour game. They need to stay consistent on the ground. And I would say do like a 70-30 split, run to pass. Like Jackson Dart should be throwing maybe like 18 to 20 balls out there this week. That's like a winning formula. You seemingly should play, zone, just like Nathan said, and you'd be able to honestly contain Jalen, and that's what you got to do. If Saquon runs over you for like 300 yards, let it happen. Then you say, okay, well, who hasn't lost to Saquon Barkley? But everybody out there has been putting out tape on how to stop Saquon Barkley in the 2025 offense. And they we talked about this last week. That's how you beat them, is you just copy what everyone else has been doing, and you just play your game. I'm gonna go with the upset.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it.
We've had pretty good luck going with the upsets.
Yeah. Last week,
primetime games.
Kendrick. Last week, all three of us picked the Broncos to beat the Eagles. Pretty crazy. All three of us. Can't believe we all hit that. It's psychotic to me. I'm gonna say also very close game. I'm gonna say 17-16.
Gross.
17-6. Yeah, it's not gonna be a fun game.
Yeah,
but I think the Chargers are better than the Eagles.
Yeah.
I would take them over the Eagles, despite what our power rankings say.
Right.
So the fact that the Giants were able to do that to LA, that was in LA, right? Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. Right, Nathan?
No, it was in New York. Because it was the turf.
Turf. Yeah,
Also,
that's right.
I don't know if I agree with you on that, Trey.
What?
With no tackles, you take the Chargers, and Hampton's on IR.
It's defensively is what I'm primarily talking about, is that the Chargers are better defensively than the Eagles are. You think no? I mean, Quinyon Mitchell is very good.
I think Quinyon, Cooper
But
DeJean,
Cooper DeJean is fine.
Without Jalen Carter,
He's
that
fine.
sucks. But that linebacker core, that was a great point by Nathan. That linebacker core, N'Kobe Dean, Zach Bond, and then the newcomer Jihad Campbell. Gosh, dude, Jihad's so good.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
We'll see.
I
still think that
I've been
defense
pretty
is
good
worse
on some of these
than
picks.
last year.
I also picked Tennessee to win.
You did.
Week.
You did.
I got
I
that
did.
one. Yeah.
You did like the Giants, though.
What? Oh, yeah, I did. But
you locked the Giants.
everybody, yeah, that's true. I lost my survivor pool last
Wait,
week.
did you really?
No.
Nathan, didn't you pick the Giants last week too?
Yeah. I had a rough week.
Who picked the Saints though?
Did you?
I don't know. There was a third. Was there somebody else on the podcast last week?
No. I don't think. I mean, it wasn't Cam.
I saw it.
I wish there was. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. I've been on the Saints for a while.
You're old.
They were
for
bound
sure.
to get their one win, and I will be betting against them forever.
Yeah.
All right, my keys to victory. Kind of agree with everything y'all have said. I think the Giants, they got to stop the run. They got to stop Saquon, contain them. If they can do that, force the Eagles to throw the ball, that's good, but they're going to have to spy Jalen Hurts. This feels like a prime Jalen Hurts scrambling and just like extending drives game. So, especially with how good the pass rush is, they're going to force him out of the pocket, and that's when he's dangerous. So, got to do that on defense. Giants got to run the ball on offense. Use Jackson Dart's legs. Just smash the over, whatever his rushing yards total is. I think it's like 35. Smash it. Like, I don't care. These, linebackers are good. Dart's going to use his legs. He's going to get yards. On the Eagles side, I think the smart thing for them to do is run the ball, but I feel like they're pretty stubborn right now. And I think they want to get A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith happy as they continue on. And, I think that's a mistake because they should run the ball. It's so funny because in Sleeper, where I play fantasy football, A.J. Brown finally has a green matchup. And I'm like, yes, dude, this is the smash spot. And I just know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
2 targets, 1 catch, 9 yards. Him and Jameson Williams, the same exact thing.
Well, you got to think about it though. Like, why not continue what's been working? When you go out there against the Broncos and you're like, hey, we're going to give A.J. Brown, we're going to give Devontae Smith theirs.
Yeah.
We're going to give them that. They lose their first game. Like the moment you bend from and you move away from what's been working for you all year, you're undefeated until this, and then you change up your game plan. I don't know, man.
Well, I think the thing is the run game has not been as effective this year as it was last year.
Yeah,
and
of
it's
course.
mainly because Saquon's not breaking off these big runs. It's still effective, but it didn't feel as dominant as it did last year. Plus, they lost some offensive linemen, so the offensive line struggling. They want to split carries with Saquon with I haven't seen Tank Bigsby, but they traded for him. But Shipley, they're giving AJ Dillon even carries, which I don't understand that at all. I just think they want to be more balanced, which is the smart thing to do as a team. You don't want to be so run focused because there will be a team that will stop you. Like it will happen. The offensive line is not what it was last year. Anyway, I think they need to be balanced. This just doesn't feel like the game to like force it. And last week was not the game to force it to happen. So anyway, Eagles need to run the ball to win the game. And on defense, they just got to, stay at home, confuse Jackson Dart and force him to make plays with his arm because he might be able to make some plays, but like Nathan said, the receiver core is so bad.
Yeah.
So I'm going to Eagles in this one. I'm going to say it's I'm going to say, well, you know what? After they lost last week, I'm going to say they put up 31. And I'm going to say the Giants put up, let's say 13.
Dang.
31-13 final score. These
All
primetime games have been smashing over. So that's my prediction. Fellas, thank you so much for being on tonight. And I hope y'all enjoy the game.
Wait, before you hop off, we're talking about these power rankings.
Mhm.
I don't know if you guys have read it. Where do you think your teams are? Like, just give us a number, like a guess, or where would you put them? Top 32 teams. Where would you put them?
We are definitely in like the mid or late 20s.
Okay, true. That's okay. What about you, Nathan?
I'll say 27. But around the same area.
Dang. Let's see where we're at. All right. Shamus has the Panthers at 29, the Giants at 25.
Okay.
I mean, you guys are spot on. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Which is what we said too. Everyone seems like they should be here, at least for now.
Yeah, right. Dude. Everybody was talking bad about the Steelers, and we're sitting pretty at 13. Y'all can get out of here with all that.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, the GOAT.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, cool, guys. Hey, thanks again for being on.
Yeah,
and
appreciate it.
Enjoy tonight. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, y'all.
Cool.
Awesome. Good times.
Yeah, man.
All right. So we've got about 20 minutes before the game starts.
Yeah.
Let's real quick. 2026 NFL draft. We've got these top 10 teams right now for the draft.
Okay. Are you on Tankathon?
Jets, huh?
Are you on Tankathon?
Tankathon? What's that?
Tankathon is like the website. It's like
no,
like tracks who who's going to be up there.
Oh, I love it.
Like,
No, I just
like week by week. Hang on,
I literally just have those teams pulled up, and then I pulled up a couple mock drafts just to see where people are ranking people. Because right now the quarterback class for 2026 is looking pretty rough.
Yeah.
One guy that was a favorite to be a top pick, Drew Allar, is apparently having a really bad season, and he's not even like mocked in the first round of like most of these drafts, which is pretty bad.
Well, I'll read you who this is based on the actual win percentage.
Okay.
And like where they stand right now.
All right.
So we'll start from 10.
Yep.
Kansas City.
Wow.
They're in top 10 pick right now.
I don't believe it.
Number 9, Cincinnati. 8, New York Giants. Is it similar?
So this Sports Illustrated one, it's a mock draft. It must be based off that. So
Maybe.
yeah, keep going.
Okay. 7 is the Tennessee Titans. 6 is the Raiders. 5 is New Orleans. 4 is Miami. 3 is Baltimore.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. 2 is Cleveland, and 1 is New York.
See, that's the thing. I can't agree with anything that's got Baltimore top 5 in the draft. That's crazy.
Well, this is just based off of like it's like the actual like numbers, like where they would fall today. Is that what that says?
That's
too?
exactly what this one's got too. It's crazy.
So they don't actually know.
All right. So yeah, the Jets would have the number 1 pick.
Sure. Yep.
Probably a quarterback. Have you heard about this guy from Oregon?
Yeah. What's his name?
Dante Moore.
Yeah. I've heard the name.
He's came kind of out of nowhere. I don't know much about him. But
you think he would go 1 overall?
That's where he's mocked right now on Sports
Wow.
Illustrated. You got to remember, it's quarterbacks, and the NFL teams love these guys that show up out of nowhere. Cam Ward was that guy.
Yeah.
Anthony Richardson was a guy, like these one-hit wonders.
Mhm.
They just quarterback's such a valuable position.
Joe Burrow.
One-hit
wonder.
Well,
Dang.
yeah, I guess he was kind of a one-hit wonder.
It was like 1 year.
So Dante Moore would be the top quarterback off the field. I think Jets definitely have to go quarterback, right?
Yeah. I mean, they have so many issues, but I don't know. You got to see how Justin Fields. They're paying Justin Fields like $20 million.
I think the Jets are actually in a good spot though, to where their offensive line is pretty good. Pretty like a lot of young guys.
Yeah.
That are growing. They drafted Armand Menbo this past draft. I think they got to go quarterback. The defense has got some good pieces, but still needs to be rebuilt. I just think Justin Fields is not a very good quarterback.
Yeah, I don't think so either, but you got to see how it plays out. If the draft was today, yes, absolutely. You go get a quarterback.
Yeah.
And then Justin Fields is your backup next year.
And we'll still see, like the story's yet to be written on Fields in New York.
Yeah.
But so far, 0-5 and some very winnable games.
Yep.
And like Fields really hasn't produced until the fourth quarter of most of these games. So yeah, and I just think having that number 1 spot, really it's prime for a trade down, collect more picks. But I think definitely going quarterback is where it's going to happen unless they go with edge. This guy, Ruben Bain, out of Miami, he is a dog. He is so good. Like, I don't know if he's Myles Garrett levels good, but like up there, he's up there. And so this could be one of those draft classes where we see an edge player go number 1 overall.
Yeah.
Haven't seen that in a while, but would be pretty exciting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I guess Houston took him at what 2, 3.
They
They
Will
traded back up
Anderson.
to 3,
Yeah. They took Stroud and then
Yep.
Will Anderson, which was a great pick, by the way.
Yeah,
I
it
love
was.
that.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, Browns would be next. Where do you see the Browns going? They got 2 firsts in this draft.
See, I want to say quarterback, but they're paying 8 of them.
And they're all bad.
And they're all bad.
Oh, we think Dylan Gabriel and
Dude.
Shador, we might see something.
It would have to be quarterback.
Yeah.
It would have to be because they actually have good weapons. They could go receiver.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a trade back scenario for the Browns if they were at 2.
Keep going for more picks.
Yeah. I mean, you got to stock up, and if the best quarterback is off the board, like see how far back you can go and get the second best one. You might be at 5, right?
What if they got this guy Ruben Bain, the edge rusher?
Maybe. Yeah.
Miles Garrett
That
and
would
Ruben
be
Bain.
Crazy.
Disgusting.
At that, but if they do that, you almost wonder if they trade Myles Garrett to because he's getting paid whatever $50 million a year, whatever it is. Yeah. It would have to be quarterback to me. They don't have an answer quarterback. That's the most important position in sports.
Yeah.
And they don't have one. They have 8 of them, which means you have 0.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's right now. The story's still to be written about Shador and Dylan Gabriel. I don't want to shortchange them. They could be one of them could be good.
Right.
And I mean, Stefanski's a quarterback whisperer, so maybe Gabriel is good. I mean, he played pretty well this last game. Conservative, but that's Gabriel's game. They could Sports Illustrated right now has him taking an offensive tackle. So we'll see.
Okay.
This one's like you said, Baltimore's at 3.
Yeah. Quarterback, right?
Yeah, they got to get a quarterback. Get Lamar out of there.
Yeah.
The Sports Illustrated actually got them taking that guy Ruben Bain.
Dang.
I just don't see him dropping to 3.
Yeah.
Like I think he's that good, and I don't see the Ravens at 3. So this is kind of a tough one.
April next year he's going to be like 13.
Probably.
It's like that
probably.
type of thing. It's like, oh, he's definitely.
Well, he was the good thing for him is he was highly touted as like one of the top prospects in the class leading into the season, and he's produced this year. Miami's probably the favorite to win the national championship right now, I would say. Which, I mean, what a change in college football.
Yeah.
I need to watch more to get more in touch with it.
After Cam Ward leaves.
Yeah, that's right. Miami at 4.
Yeah.
Not surprising. Well, quarterback wise, what are you thinking? I mean, or do you think it's quarterback? Do you think they're done with Tua? Like,
all right, let me see Tua's contract really quick. What do you think before I answer? You go ahead.
Well, I think the Tua, you just know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
And at a certain point, you do have to cut bait and see, is it pretty bad?
It's bad.
Okay.
Last year.
This is his last year? Yeah.
No, it was signed last year. $212 million, 167 guaranteed.
Oh my gosh. How many years?
4 years.
And this was signed last year?
It was signed last year.
I wonder if they've got any outs.
They would have to trade him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Who's gonna take on that contract?
That's a big contract for a guy with a heavy concussion history and a pretty mediocre resume.
They're stuck with that. They need to fix their defense also.
Yeah. And that's probably the right move. I think
knowing nothing about the next year's class so far, I would say like corner, like defensive back. Like that's where they need to go. Can't just roll Storm Duck out there.
But at 4,
go.
But at 4,
no. You trade back. I mean, if you're at 4, trade back to like 9 or 10.
I think the moral of the story is if you're top 10, trade back. Unless you have a good team and you just like the Bengals.
Yeah.
Bengals probably aren't a good trade back team.
Yeah.
They're at what, 6? No, they're at 9. So,
and that's the thing is like a lot of these teams that are at the top is because they have issues everywhere.
Yeah.
And the only way to get better is through the draft and through stockpiling all of these picks and adding to your arsenal. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna say that for a lot of these teams probably, but if you want like because I'm not of the belief that coming from a team that just drafted Bo Nix, who did turn our franchise around, I don't think it's usually one guy that turns a franchise around.
That's true.
And
that's why had an infrastructure. I mean, that defense very good. The offensive line's good.
Yeah,
like there was a team built around him.
Yep.
Like Bo Nix would not be Bo Nix if the team was abysmal.
And they started that build like in like the year before. The year prior, like they started adding all of these like offensive linemen.
Yep.
And they were basically like getting ready. Like they were, trying to draft some receivers like Marvin Mims, you know, that kind of thing. But anyways,
I think for the Dolphins, it's staying in the trenches, O-line or D-line.
Yeah.
One of those. The O-line is abysmal. It's so bad. And like, you're going to continue to lose. Like they won't have Tyreek. They're going to have Waddle. Waddle's probably close to being, out of his contract, or maybe he re-signed. I don't know.
Probably do have to sign him, yeah.
But, just build you see this with the Eagles. They just built through the trenches. Every year for the last like 4 or 5 years, they're drafting O-line, D-line, first round or 2.
Yep.
I think that's the Dolphins. That's what they got to do. Saints at 5.
Saints at 5. It's quarterback.
It's got to be quarterback.
Got to be quarterback.
Yeah.
You look at them, they actually look decent.
Yeah.
In a lot of other areas.
Yeah.
Man, a lot of quarterbacks going top 5 already.
Top
3 of them, right?
Right now, the top 50 prospects so far, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 quarterbacks in the top 50. That's it. And some of those are not very good. So you've got the guy Dante Moore from Oregon. You've got this guy Fernando Mendoza out of Indiana, who he's very exciting in college football. Does not feel like an NFL quarterback. Plus he's old. I think he's like 23 going on 24. You've got Lenore Sellers, which Lenore Sellers out of South Carolina. Very exciting, but he's a Anthony Richardson style prospect.
Yeah.
Not a very good thrower. John Mateer out of Oklahoma. I haven't watched him yet, but he's somebody the Steelers have had guys out there watching him a lot this year. Feels like a late first kind of guy. Interesting. And then
so you go win the Super Bowl and then you draft. You draft him at 32.
You do.
Yeah.
And Ty Simpson, that's the guy out of Alabama. Okay. He's another guy who's been playing well, but none of these guys are like top prospects. That's the scariest thing for these teams that are tanking. And Arch was the guy that everybody was supposed to be tanking for. It doesn't seem like he's going to come out.
Right.
He's looked really bad.
Yeah.
Like really bad. So
he should stay. He should, he should try and raise his stock as much as he can.
Yeah. This feels like a season where it's build through the trenches in the draft and then like get your free agent stopgap quarterback.
Yeah.
And wait till 27. I'd say that for all these teams, like Las Vegas, they need a
Are they at
quarterback.
6?
They're at 6.
Man, I was gonna say that, but
yeah.
they also. Oh, so I looked at Jalen Waddle. He signed his last year too.
Okay.
So they're stuck with him. Bad management in Miami.
Bad.
Anyways, yeah. I mean, Geno also just signed a contract.
Yeah.
Like they're stuck with him.
Yeah.
A lot of quarterbacks needed. A lot of bad contracts out there. That's why
Yeah.
they don't sign a Geno Smith and whatever it was, $100 and something million.
Crazy. Well, last two I'll hit on. This is kind of a different part, or at least a little different, because all these teams, like we said, offensive line, defensive line, quarterback.
Yep.
But two teams in the top 10 or the bottom 10, Tennessee Titans, New York Giants, both probably need a receiver.
I was going to say running back for Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee is also a good running back location.
Yeah.
But running backs you can usually get later, I would say.
True.
Or free agents. I don't know who the free agents are after this year, but receivers become one of those positions. I think we talked about this before. It's like so important to teams to have a dominant receiver, and especially for the Titans, the investment you make in Cam Ward is very dependent on who you're surrounding him with.
True.
Calvin Ridley,
Mm-hmm.
Not it. Alec Ayamanor, a guy we talked about preseason, he's played well.
Yeah.
But still, like
He's played okay.
Exactly. He's
Yeah.
played okay. But there's a guy, Jordan Tyson from Arizona State. He is balling.
Yeah.
He's playing really well right now. The favorite to be the number one receiver off the board. He's mocked right now to the Tennessee Titans.
Okay. Yeah.
Kind of like that a lot.
Yeah, they need a receiver.
Then the Giants with this guy, Mekhi Lemon. Do you know anything about Mekhi Lemon from USC?
No.
He's a weirder kind of prospect. He's short, like 6 foot. They're 6'1", but he's stocky. So he plays like a running back. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's played really well for USC this year. So he'd be an interesting one. He'd be a Giants receiver.
Yeah. I was going to say they need a receiver too. Oh, especially with Malik like tearing up his leg.
Right.
Like you don't know when he's coming back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you don't know if he's going to be Malik Neighbors when he comes back.
And did you see that he had like a partially torn labrum as well, like in his shoulder?
What?
So he had a partially torn labrum. He had the turf toe thing, and then his ACL.
gosh.
So like,
Dude,
he needs to rest.
he's going to be
like brother
bionic
relax.
man at the end of this thing.
But I think this is the trend we've seen: is these teams that draft rookie quarterbacks follow up the year after and draft receivers to surround their team. And I think that's a really strong bet for both the Titans and Giants.
Yeah.
To go get receiver help. So yeah, I think the only other prospects I would bring up right now, it's really two guys. Tight end out of Oregon, Kenyon Sadiq.
Okay.
The dude is balling.
Yeah.
Balling. If you haven't watched him yet, guys, go watch him. This is just your heads up. He's a fun player. He's just dominating right now. And then Jeremiah Love. Okay. Shout out to David Roberto. I didn't know who Jeremiah Love was, running back for the Fighting Irish.
Okay.
So Dave, he actually taught Jeremiah Love in like high school or something.
Oh, you told me
teacher.
that.
Yeah. He loves Jeremiah Love, and he's been talking about him for like 2 years. In fact, he's tanked all of his dynasty fantasy football teams so that he can have the 101 and draft this guy. Yeah. It's so funny.
Let's get him on the show.
But he's balling. Jeremiah Love is balling. Like just the number one running back prospect coming out. A lot of teams that need running backs. The Bears is probably the favorite for him to go. And that would be a great fit.
Yeah.
Big. He reminds me a lot of Marion Hampton, really.
Yeah.
So, but the 2026 draft, it will be here before you know it. But that's just a quick primer on some of these guys.
Yeah. We'll get into that a lot more like as we get towards the end of the season.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's going to be really fun stuff. Marion Hampton, you see he's like going to go on IR?
Yeah.
Man.
It's so sad because he was just starting to ball out.
Yep. He was finally. We talked about a few weeks ago, like which rookie running back is going to break out. And then all of a sudden it was like this avalanche of them breaking out and then start getting hurt and
pain.
Man, yeah.
All right. So just how we end every Thursday night show, we're going to go through the games really quick.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. We're going to give our picks. I still don't know the record from last week. I didn't look. I think I was a lot better last week than I was the week before. The week before,
were you
definitely
better than
won.
Me?
That's a good question. I did pick the Saints.
Yeah.
You picked the Giants, but I think I also made some questionable picks. So All right, Eagles Giants. We've already picked that one.
Yep.
Broncos Jets.
Oh, toughie. How much are the Broncos going to win?
It's in New York. If that changes,
Yeah,
anything
it's
for
in
you.
London.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's in
Oh, I
London.
didn't know
Yeah,
that.
Broncos
Okay.
are winning that one easy.
Yeah. Broncos. That's
Yeah.
easy.
Survivor.
Steelers. Yeah, that's your survivor pick for sure.
Yeah.
Steelers Browns in Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Interesting.
That's interesting.
Did you see the Browns just traded Gavin Newsom?
I did see that.
Yep. So
Gavin Newsom.
yeah.
Isn't like the governor.
or is that his name?
Yeah.
What is his name? Oh man, I'm just bad with names tonight. Gavin Newsom. While you look that up, I'm gonna say, Pittsburgh's so bad coming out of the bye. I'll take Cleveland in this one.
Dang. I
Yep.
was going to take Cleveland too.
Yep. It's okay if you
I'll
want to
take Pittsburgh.
Okay.
I'll take Pittsburgh.
All right.
Yeah, we'll make it different, make it interesting.
Yeah. Pittsburgh at home,
Yeah.
off the bye week. It just feels like classic Mike Tomlin trap game.
I thought you said Cleveland.
No, it's Cleveland at Pittsburgh.
It's in.
Yeah. In Pittsburgh.
All right. Yeah. I'll
You
still
going
go
Steelers?
Pittsburgh.
All right,
Yeah,
all
I'll
right,
still
all
go-
right. You're going with the chalk. Chargers at Dolphins.
No, Chargers.
I'll go Dolphins.
Dang.
Yeah.
I hope you're right.
Yeah.
But I'm taking Chargers.
I just think the Mike McDaniel's playing for his life right now.
Yeah.
I don't think they're good enough to win. But I think the Chargers are really bad in the trenches. And
H-Chan.
Achan, big Achan game.
What you do is you have a big game and then you ship them off.
That's a great idea. And then you run Ollie Gordon for the rest of the season.
Oh my God.
Your
Yeah,
boy.
Let's go, Ollie.
All right. Patriots at New Orleans playing the Saints.
Yeah. Give me the Pats. I'm
Yeah.
on them. I'm on that bandwagon.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Saw somebody in the chat on the fantasy pod that they were like, Ravens out, Pats are in.
Oh, I did see that. I wonder
Yeah.
who that was.
Yeah,
Tom Brady.
Yeah,
What a dog.
yeah.
That I'm gonna say Pats, but do not be surprised if the Saints win. Like
yeah.
I don't know why I love the Saints so much.
It's
The
interesting.
defense in New Orleans, Patriots coming off of a big win against Buffalo,
Yeah.
just feels it's got all the feels of trap game. Seahawks at Jaguars. This is a good one. This might be game of the week.
Oh,
It's
this
in
is fun.
It's in Duval in Jacksonville.
Yeah. Give me the Seahawks.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Yeah. Let's go
Uh,
Seahawks.
Yeah, I'll go Jags
Okay.
just to make it interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Seahawks won that one. Cardinals at Colts.
Oh, Colts.
Yeah, in Indy. Yeah.
5-1. My gosh.
Yeah.
What year is this?
I know it's so bad. Rams at Ravens
Yeah.
at Baltimore.
Rams. Easy.
Yeah. Rams
Easy.
easy. Cooper Rush, not good.
Yeah.
Cowboys at Panthers. In Carolina.
This is the Tech game.
Yeah.
This
You
is
think
it.
this is
oh,
the-
Tet. No, T-Mac. Sorry.
Yeah.
How are the Panthers against the run? Do you know? They bad?
They're so up and down.
yeah.
I think
Well, they bottled Bijan.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. The start of the season, they were really bad, but they got Derek Brown back at DT,
Yeah.
and he's a force in the middle. So
All right,
they're
let's go
pretty good.
Carolina.
You going
I'm
Carolina?
gonna go-
That's
yeah,
a fun one.
I think Bryce could have a game. I think their receivers could. Yeah.
And they're pretty good against. They're really good against opposing quarterbacks.
Yeah.
That's a fun game. Gosh, I want to pick the Panthers. I'll go Cowboys
Okay.
against my better judgment. Titans at Raiders. Real stink off
Oh,
there.
man. Who's gonna watch this game?
It's the 4:00 game.
I know
so
Anthony is.
You're
Yeah.
gonna have
Let's go,
to.
Anthony. Give me the Titans.
Okay.
I'll take the Titans because their defense is stingy.
Yeah.
And the Raiders don't look like they can stop anything offensively or defensively.
No. And I'll go Raiders for parity's sake.
Yeah.
Ashton Genty, big game incoming. 49ers at Buccaneers. This is
That's
a
a
fun
good
one.
one.
That's a really good game.
Brock is still out. Brock Purdy's still out.
I am not sure. That's a great question. Does it
I
matter?
don't think it matters.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'll take the. Ooh, this is a toss-up.
I'm going to sneak in before you do. I'm
Alright.
taking Buccaneers.
Dang,
I'm
I was going to
taking
take the
Baker.
Niners anyways. I was
Yeah.
leaning Niners.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
All right. Bengals at Packers.
Packers.
Joe Flacco.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going Bengals,
No
dude.
way.
I'm living it up.
That would be incredible.
Joe Flacco. It just feels like NFL football.
Yeah.
Like Joe Flacco beats the Packers twice in one season on two of the worst AFC North teams.
That would be incredible. Truly incredible.
Yeah, real stinker there. Great game for Sunday night. Lions at Chiefs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Lions though.
I'll go Chiefs.
Wow.
Yeah. I think the Chiefs can do it. And
I do think the Chiefs they've got their backs against the wall.
Yeah.
They're staring down the barrel of a 2-4 start.
2-4 start. Yeah.
Have they ever started that poorly in the Patrick Mahomes era?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah. I mean, because then I know we talk about this quite a bit, but like, let me look up the Chiefs schedule, and you can talk about that game.
It's got to be easier because they've played like everybody
it's
good.
a little. Oh my gosh, it is a gauntlet.
Really?
Holy cow. Okay, so they have the Lions.
Yep.
Okay, next week is the Raiders. Easy
Yep.
win. They have the Commanders.
Ugh.
Then they go to Buffalo,
Oh.
and then they go to Denver.
Oh. But Rashi's playing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a gauntlet.
but I
that's
mean-
real bad.
that's dude. I mean, they could potentially be looking just right here. 1, 2, 3. Like I could see 4 losses, and then they play the Colts
3-6.
and then they
or
play the
3-5.
Colts.
Yeah.
after that.
Gosh.
So you're talking about like just this little stretch, right? Like, okay, let's say they beat the Lions,
Yep.
and then they lose to the Commanders, right?
Yep.
Okay, so there's still what's that? That's 3 and 4, and then they lose to the Bills. I would take the Bills over them.
Yep.
That's 3 and 5. At Broncos, I think the Broncos will lose at Kansas City and vice versa.
Right.
So Broncos take that one. Like you're looking at like
3-6.
3 and 6,
Yeah.
and then they play the Colts, and who knows?
And then the bye week.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean,
they could, and that's if they beat the Lions.
yeah, they got to start balling out.
Yeah.
They got to start balling
I guess
out.
the Raiders are there too, though. So anyways,
Is what
I don't
it
know.
is.
I don't like the Chiefs are, and this was part of my hot take earlier than this
The end of
offseason,
the dynasty.
where I said I think that that was only part of it. I foresaw the offense struggling like it had been at the beginning of the season. I mean, look, they look good the last couple of weeks though.
Yeah, I'd say the offense has really picked up with Worthy coming back in, but
Yeah.
the defense is what's struggling. And that, yeah, I mean, that I could see a little bit coming, but not as bad as they have been.
Yeah, they
And then like the Jags game, they lost. I mean, Mahomes just didn't see that guy at the end,
Yeah.
but that was easily in the bag for them. You know,
but they could have. I mean, they could have stopped Trevor Lawrence right there.
they could
from
have.
getting that touchdown. and
They could
didn't.
have. The defense
I mean,
couldn't stop.
Yep.
So you never know, but these little mistakes cost them the game. But yeah. Anyway, long story short, you're going Lions. I'm going
Lions.
Chiefs. Doubleheader on Monday night. Bills at Atlanta playing the Falcons.
Yeah. Bills get right game.
Falcons.
Falcons, Michael
baby.
Penix.
Michael Penix.
I don't think-
Bijan running all over the Bills defense
I don't
in
think-
Atlanta.
I don't think the Bills lose
on.
back-to-back games against second-year quarterbacks. I don't
I
think
don't
that's
know.
going to happen.
I don't know, dude. It's a different year. It's 2025.
It is. It is.
I would agree with you.
Yeah.
different. And then Bears at Commanders, rematch of that awesome game
Yeah.
last year.
Commander's going to win again.
I'm going. I'll go Bears just to have fun with it.
I
We're-
love this because we're so split.
Yeah, we're
Like,
split on all
this
of them.
week.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
gonna
this
be a
is
good
gonna be
week of
good.
football. But
Yeah.
yeah, Bears playing. They're coming out of the bye. Rumor has it that the rookies are getting more play coming out of the bye.
Okay.
Colson Loveland, and then
Yeah, that might
our
spell
Lord
the
and
end
Savior
of-
Luther Burden.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I'm predicting a big Luther Burden game.
Dang.
4
All
catches
right.
for 70 yards and a touchdown.
We'll
so.
see. We'll see.
But
Put money
anyway, guys, with that, that is the end of the show. Once again, just a reminder, if you're not subscribed to us on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed, like the video, leave a comment,
please.
share it with your friends on social media, all that good stuff. Follow us on social, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. That's where we're big right now. And then also make sure you're following us anywhere you listen to the podcast. You can listen to us on your way into work. And with that, we are going to sign off, and we will see you all on Sunday night. So enjoy football this weekend. Good luck to all your fantasy teams. We will see you then.